in my view, the pyramids were not built by the Egyptians.
I agree.
If we talking about the pyramids of Giza, the pyramids in South America and in Mexico, some of them may have been built by the local people there, but I think the most of them that are very elaborate were built as well by these other civilization that was very advanced, that all of these ancient civilization talk about, like the Egyptian, the Mayans, the Incas, the Chinese, they all talk about this other civilization, this very advanced civilization that came to the earth and taught man, engineering and mathematics and writing and all this. None of these ancient civilizations actually take credit for the building of these monuments. So for some reason that's being discarded by the archaeology community, although now finally it's starting to come out. It's clear when you look at the monuments, such as the pyramid at Giza, that there is level of accuracies there. There is huge engineering problems, engineering problems that we could not solve today with all of our technology, with all of our resources. So it's very unlikely that a bunch of farmers, slaves, even with hundreds of thousands of them, could have all of a sudden, from a civilization that basically lived in caves, that were nomad partly and so on, all of a sudden decided to build these monuments that were just tremendously accurate and tremendously difficult to build. So it just doesn't add up. And there's a lot of evidence to the contrary. There's a lot of evidence to support the fact that there was an advanced civilization on this planet prior to our written history. And I think it's time that that is taken seriously by archaeologists and that they start talking about it. But like many other fields of investigation, it's very difficult to change, something that's been there for a very long time, generations. So it's a little bit of a battle.
Difficult, but not impossible.
That's right. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
The way in other civilizations, they were able to move huge rocks just by a thought. And to transport them by thought, but it's consciousness or moving in a scientific way. I don't know how they would explain that nowadays. But.
Right. I don't know if they were moving them just by thought. I don't necessarily agree with that statement. I've seen no evidence of that. What I've seen evidence for, however, in studying some 20 years of ancient civilization, is that there was a very specific, very powerful, technology that was given to man by these advanced civilization early on in our evolution, and that a whole society and a whole evolution occurred for thousands of years with this technology, and then that it was that there was a cataclysm and that technology was removed because we needed to learn and grow a little more and get a little wiser. But that some of these technologies were left, and that you can actually follow where these technology went. And one of those technology, I believe, was described in the Bible as the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah, and in the Quran, it's called the black stone or the black crystal, and it's in the Kaaba, and so on. So.
Yeah.